Your best station still remains 106.9.
All right, good morning and welcome to Good Morning Core City right here on 106.9 FM, Go Uni Radio, the heartbeat of dialogue. And it's a beautiful Thursday morning, the last day in the month of April, 30th April 2026. How you doing this morning, Esther? How you doing?
I'm doing good, Jerry. I'm just excited to close April, and I'm grateful that I'm alive today. So I'm just happy and grateful.
Happy and grateful, and that's what
Yeah.
every one of us should feel this morning. You should be happy and you should be grateful. At least you saw the first day in April, and then you are seeing now the last day in
That's
April.
right. That's right.
And of course, this is Good Morning Core City with your favorite host, Chike and Esther, the lady with the golden voice. And certainly, we are here we are live here on 106.9 FM. And remember, you can also watch this, a recap of this on YouTube at GOU Radio 106.9 FM, as well as on Facebook and Instagram at 106.9 Going Radio. And as we always do it, Esther is going to tell us how you're supposed to feel this morning because today is unique. Today
It
being
is
the
unique,
last day is unique. So Esther has something unique to tell us this beautiful Thursday morning. Afterwards, we look at what the weather has for us, and then we're going to short musical break. And when we come back, we'll look through our top 10 stories for today. But Esther is actually itching to tell us that
Always
unique thing.
itching.
She has to tell us this beautiful Thursday morning. Esther.
All right. Good morning, Co City, and happy Thursday, the 30th of April, 2026. Today, just like Chike said, is the final day of April. I mean, the very last page, the closing chapter. And before this month ends, I want you to pause just for a moment and reflect. April may not have been perfect, right? There may have been delays, setback, unanswered questions, battles you faced. But look at you, you're still standing here. You're still here, and you're standing, and you're still trying. And that matters more than anything that didn't go right. Now, this morning is not about pressure, it's about perspective. Now, what did this month teach you? Where did you grow, and what did you discover about yourself? I think you should just take time to reflect and ask yourself these very important questions, because even in the hard moments, there was growth. Okay, even though growth or progress was slow, even in those hard moments, there was still growth. And even on slow days, like I said earlier, there was also progress. Now, don't carry any regret into May. May is an amazing month. I want you to have the right mindset as we approach the month of May. Let go of your mistakes, let go of missed chances, let go of the weight you never meant to carry this month. And as April comes to an end, I'd like you to make a decision to move forward with clarity, to show up with intention, to become more disciplined and more focused, more aligned with the life you're building. Because the truth is, you can do anything you put your mind to do as long as you stay focused, stay disciplined, and be courageous. Now, today, make sure you close this chapter with strength. Remember to do that. Give your best, finish well, stand tall. That's what I ask of you today. And from my heart to yours, and from both I and Chike, we're both wishing you peace as you close this month, strength for the month ahead, and the courage to keep becoming. Good morning, Co City. April is ending and May is waiting for you.
May is waiting for you, and of course,
It is waiting for May.
yeah, May is a special day for Esther, and invariably, it's a special day for all of us. Right.
See,
Uh-huh.
let me tell you, it's not like I'm bragging.
Yeah.
You see, the month of May is the best month. Okay, after December. Yes, I tell you. Have you met Mayborns? They're amazing people.
They are normal people.
I can sense a hint of jealousy there, but our listeners out there can actually attest to the fact that Mayborns are super amazing people. And then your host Esther here, I can living example of that.
Yeah, of course. X is exceptional, but then I'm still a living example that me born are normal people like everybody.
Yeah, okay. No wahala. I think we don't need to go into a debate for that.
All right, thank you so much, Esther, for that beautiful one. And remember that you're not fully dressed without a smile, and that's
Never.
our anthem here. That's guys are slugging.
You're closing the
Actually,
month, or don't go and closing the month with a frown. Don't do that. Smile away your troubles and your sorrows. Okay, we're entering into a new month. May, make sure you enter this new month with happiness and joy. Okay, I think the right mindset will be really important as we approach a new month.
yeah, of course, you're right. All right, up next will be our comprehensive weather reports by Esther.
That's right. Yeah. As usual, we'll be starting with Lagos. Now, Lagos is expecting a cloudy morning with chances of early showers. As the day progresses, thunderstorms are likely with moderate rainfall, and temperatures will range between 25 and 34 degrees Celsius. Now, due to high humidity, make sure you stay hydrated and wear light, breathable clothing to prevent heat exhaustion. And moving inland to Ibadan, the day starts partly cloudy with thunderstorms expected later in the afternoon and evening. Temperatures will rise to about 35 degrees Celsius. Make sure or just try to avoid prolonged exposure to afternoon heat, and of course, keep a bottle of water handy to stay cool. Now, down south in Port Harcourt, cloudy skies dominate the morning with light showers expected. Heavy rainfall and thunderstorms are likely later in the day, and temperatures will range from 24 to 32 degrees Celsius. With frequent rains in Port Harcourt, make sure you ensure your surroundings are clean and free of stagnant water to reduce mosquito breeding. And over in north central region, Abuja will be seeing sunny to partly cloudy conditions in the morning with isolated thunderstorms expected later in the day. Temperatures will range from 24 to 33 degrees Celsius. Now, in Abuja, there's going to be a mix of heat and rain, which means you have to stay hydrated and avoid outdoor activities during thunderstorms. And finally, here at home in Enugu, we experienced the cloudy skies this morning, followed by thunderstorms later in the afternoon and evening hours. Temperatures here will range between 23 and 34 degrees Celsius. So if you're going out here in Enugu City, make sure you carry an umbrella and keep warm after rainfall to avoid sudden chills that may affect your health. And that is your comprehensive weather report for today.
All right, thank you so much, Esther, for that beautiful one. And of course, already this morning, like I felt the drizzling rain. Yeah. I'm expecting rain to come today. Like I love rain. Like if it's gonna be raining every day, and then when you want to wash your clothes, it stops raining. Like sun will come out, and then when your clothes are dry, it will continue raining.
See,
again.
that's why I don't like rainy season. You see, when I say I'm an ambassador or whatever, I'm an advocate for sun. But anyways, let's just enjoy the rain.
Yeah, sun ambassador of the month. Please put your hands together for Esther. All right, thank you so much, Esther, for that comprehensive weather report. We're gonna go on a short musical break, and then when we come back, we look through what we have on our top 10 stories for today. We have all in store for you, as compiled by the pretty Esther with the golden voice.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome. All right, enjoy this one for Williams. Happy. We'll be right back.
It might seem crazy what I'm about to say. Sunshine, she's here. You can take a break. I'm a hot air balloon that could go to space. With the air, like I don't care, baby, by the way. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you know what happiness is to you. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like that's what you want to do. Here come bad news, talking this and that. Well, give me all you got and don't hold it back. Well, I should probably warn you, I'll be just fine. No offense to you, don't waste your time. Here's why. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you know what happiness is to you. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like that's what you want to do. Hey, go. said, because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you know what happiness is to you. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like that's what you want to do. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you know what happiness is to you. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like that's what you want to do. Bring me down, can't none bring me down. The love is too high, to bring me down, can't none bring me down. I said, because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you know what happiness is to you. Clap along if you feel like that's what you want to do. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you know what happiness is to you. Clap along if you feel like that's what you want to do.
Hey, this is Katy Perry. Introducing Lady Gaga. Hey, this is Lady Gaga.
What's up? This is R. Kelly.
We are
Go Uni Radio.
Go Uni Radio. Imagining we could do this all night.
We wanted it to be more punky and it came out exactly as we wanted it to.
106.9 FM, the heartbeat of dialogue.
Rise and shine, Coal City! Yeah! Get your mind right, let's go! This is Good Morning, Coal City! Your everyday morning show that puts you in the right frame of mind to accomplish greatness. Join Chike and Esther every weekday on 106.9 FM. Good morning, Coal City!
All right, welcome back to Good Morning Coal City right here on 106.9 FM Going the Radio. We went on a short musical break with that one, Happy by Pharrell Williams. And of course, we're happy that today is the last day in the month of April. And we are happy that we've accomplished all. I don't know about you, but we've accomplished all that we've learned to accomplish this
Even
month.
if you did not accomplish, you just survived. You went through a new month and you came out
survived.
strong. So
Yeah,
it matters.
And then for someone like Esther, she's looking prettier today.
Oh wow, thank you.
I know, she looked prettier in the early part of the month, and then today she's looking more prettier.
I think that is an achievement though. I
It's
need an award.
Yeah, award for the prettiest.
Okay, oh, thank you, Chike.
All right, this is still Good Morning Concept. Remember, this recap of the show will be live on YouTube at GOU Radio 106.9 FM, as well as on Facebook and Instagram at 106.9 Going the Radio. At least you get to watch, and then you get to drop your comments, and then as well follow us and share the video if you so much like it. All right, this is time for us to go through our top 10 stories for today. And Esther, you ready?
Yes, I am. For the first story this morning, it says, Ukweze celebrates Enugu First Lady's birthday and praises her humanitarian impact in Iboeze South. The story has it that the executive chairman of Iboeze South Local Government Area and deputy chairman of Algon in Enugu State, Ugo Ferdinand Ukweze, has extended warm felicitations to the First Lady of Enugu State, Nkechi Nyeremba, on the occasion of her birthday, describing her as a beacon of compassion and humanitarian service. In a statement issued on behalf of the government and people of Iboeze South Local Government Area, Ukweze paid glowing tribute to the First Lady's sustained commitment to humanitarian causes and her strong connection with the people of the area. Her Excellency is not just the First Lady of Enugu State. She is a compassionate mother whose heart resonates deeply with the aspirations and challenges of our people. Whereas South holds a special place in her heart, just as she occupies a reverent place in ours, he said. The chairman highlighted her intervention in the lives of a vulnerable family in Amachara Uvoko, where she facilitated the construction of a befitting bungalow for Chisum Odo, who were raising quintuplets under difficult conditions. This singular act of kindness goes beyond philanthropy. It reflects empathy and responsive leadership. At a time of dire need, Her Excellency stepped in not just as a benefactor, but as a pillar of hope and dignity, Ukweze added. Chike, what do you think about this?
Yeah, of course. The first lady has actually been going about doing a couple of legacy projects, and that's one thing synonymous to first ladies. The former first lady of Enugu State, the wife of Governor Lawrence Ugwuanyi, did it as well.
Humanitarian activity.
Yeah, before him, the predecessor did it, and then it's just a normal thing. But then it's good celebrating the first lady. I think her birthday was just around the corner. Yes.
So happy belated birthday to her, right?
Yeah.
You should have more life.
The mother, invariably, once you become first lady, you become the mother of the state. That's the title people give to first ladies. I don't know how the title came about, but then happy birthday to the first lady, the wife of our executive governor.
Yes.
All right, next story. Police rescue 5 abducted Ogun Poly students. All right, the story has it that the operatives of the Ogun State Police Command have rescued 5 students of Gateway Polytechnic, Sapade, who were abducted by armed criminals in the Sapade area of the state. The spokesperson for the command, Babaseyi Oluseyi, disclosed in a statement on Wednesday that the incident occurred on April 27, 2026 at about 10:55 p.m. He noted that the Ipara division had received a distress report of a suspected kidnapping, prompting policemen to visit the scene. Oluseyi said that police patrol teams deployed to the scene discovered an abandoned ash-colored Toyota vehicle riddled with bullet holes, with bloodstains and personal belongings recovered inside. The PPRO said further checks at the scene led to the recovery of an identity card belonging to a student of the institution. Confirming that the victims were students of the Polytechnic, he continued, in line with standard operational procedures. The Commissioner of Police of the State Command, CP Bode Ojajuni, promptly ordered the deployment of tactical units and directed an intelligence-led rescue operation to safely locate and rescue the victims. Acting on this directive, operatives of Isara Area Command, Ipara Division, SWAT, Anti-Kidnapping Units, Violent Crime Response Units, Quick Response Squad, and OP MESA were swiftly mobilized and conducted coordinated bushcombing and tracking operations along suspected escape routes. He noted that the sustained pressure from the security operatives led to the successful rescue of all 5 victims on Tuesday. The sustained operational pressure led to the successful rescue of the 5 victims from the custody of the abductors on 28 April 2026. The victims were immediately evacuated, debriefed, and taken for medical attention due to conditions sustained while in captivity. Oluseyi stated that during the rescue operations, the kidnappers engaged the police operatives in a gun-do, but were overwhelmed by superior firepower and tactical response, forcing them to flee with suspected gunshot wounds, while adding that there were no casualties recorded by the operatives. He also assured that ongoing operations were in place to track down the fleeing suspects and bring them to justice.
Oh, wow. Thank goodness that the students were rescued and timely at that. But we are still being reactive. But this is a good one. I think I applaud the effort of the armed forces. Is it, no, the police.
The police,
yeah,
actually.
The police, rather. Yeah, this is a good one. Yeah.
It is. It is a good one.
Moving forward this morning, we see gun battle in Katsina as police thwarts bandit raid. The story has it that the Katsina State Police Command has foiled a banditry attack on communities in Dandume local government area of the state and arrested 1 suspected bandit as well as rescued 2 injured residents. The incident occurred late Tuesday at about 10 p.m. when heavily armed bandits reportedly invaded Unguwa, Bido, and Unguwa Kanawa villages. This is contained in a statement by the Command Public Relations Officer, DSP Abubakar Sadiq, and made available to newsmen on Wednesday. He said a distress call alerted security operatives to the attack, prompting an immediate response. The divisional police officer in Dandume swiftly mobilized a team of operatives to the affected communities where they engaged the attackers in a fierce gun battle. According to the statement, the Katsina State Police Command has successfully repelled a bandit attack on Ungowa Bido and Ungowa Kanawa villages in Dandume local government area and arrested one suspected bandit. On April 28, 2026, at about 10 p.m., a distress call was received that a large number of heavily armed bandits had invaded the villages, and upon receipt of the report, the DPO Dandume swiftly mobilized police teams and responded to the scene. Upon arrival, the teams tactically engaged the hoodlums in a fierce gun duel and repelled the attack, forcing the bandits to abandon their mission and flee in disarray with suspected casualties. During the operation, one of the bandits was arrested. Unfortunately, the bandits shot and injured 2 residents. The victims were promptly rushed to the nearest hospital for immediate medical attention and are currently responding to treatment. Oh wow, this is a good one too. This is a good one. I think our police, they are really I think they've been doing well so far because we've been covering a lot of headlines saying that they have been
when we see stories like these of rescue missions going successful, it's quite encouraging.
Our faith alive in the police.
It's quite encouraging actually. And then
the fact that they responded promptly at 10 p.m. I mean, that's like at night, and they responded promptly. This is a good one, and I applaud their efforts. Let's see and hope that more will be coming from them.
Yeah, certainly. All right, moving forward on our stories this morning. Just in, police dismisses officers over a Furun shooting to prosecute suspects. All right, the story has it that the Inspector General of Police, IGP Olatujin Dosu, has approved the recommendation of the Force Disciplinary Committee to dismiss ASP Nuhu Usman and other police officers involved in the shooting of one Mene Ogidi in Efurun, Delta State over the weekend. Force Public Relations Officer DCP Anthony Placid disclosed this in a Wednesday statement issued in Abuja. He said the officers would also be prosecuted over the action after approval of the Police Service Commission. According to the statement, findings by the FDC established unequivocally that the principal officer ASP Nuhu Osman acted in gross violation of Force Order 237 and other extant regulations governing the use of firearms. He said these actions are unlawful, unprofessional, and a clear betrayal of the oath to protect life and uphold the law. The statement reads, the Nigerian Police Force hereby provides an update on the disciplinary actions taken following the fatal shootings incident of the 26th April 2026 in Efurun, Delta State, which resulted in the death of Mr. Mene Ogidi, and so on and so forth. But then, this is a good one.
The police are taking accountability, and this is strong. It's showing strong disciplinary actions on the side of the police. Yes, that their dismissal was a good one, and I think it will help build public trust in the police. Yeah.
And then I hope it doesn't just stop at being dismissed. They should be prosecuted. Actually, the police say that they're certainly gonna go further with the police service commission. So with their recommendation, they will go further in prosecuting those guys because it just doesn't make sense. The killing was just mindless. It was barbaric.
It was indeed. Well, moving forward this morning, we see breaking. Federal government declares Friday, May 1st, public holiday. The story has it that the federal government has declared Friday a public holiday to celebrate this year's International Workers' Day. Minister of Interior Dr. Olubunmi Tunjiojo announced this on behalf of the federal government. A statement signed by the Permanent Secretary to the Ministry, Dr. Madeleine Adani, said the minister congratulated workers across the country on this year's celebration. The minister commended Nigerian workers for their hard work and dedication to national development. He noted that their efforts are essential for the nation's growth and prosperity. He encouraged workers to embrace patriotism, productivity, and dedication to their duties. These qualities are crucial for sustainable development. The federal government of Nigeria is committed to supporting the welfare and security of all workers and creating a favorable environment for economic growth. While wishing workers a happy celebration, the minister urged all Nigerians to remain peaceful and law-abiding. He encouraged everyone to use this occasion to reflect on the importance of unity and hard work in building the nation, the statement added. This is a good one. First of all, tomorrow is a public holiday. I mean, who's not excited by the thought of a public holiday? So I think I'm excited about that. And then our workers, they deserve to be acknowledged for their efforts. And of course, Chike has a lot to say. He's looking at me. He's giving me this, saying so much. I need to say what I want to hear you out.
It's public holiday now.
Yeah.
You're going to rest.
We're going to rest. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's public holiday, and then tomorrow we celebrate the Nigerian workers.
Tomorrow is just perfect. Let me just say, not say
Perfect.
perfect, but it's amazing. It's the
Friday.
beginning of a new month. It's Friday, and then it's a public holiday.
But
That's
it's
what
not
I
your
call
birthday.
perfection. And whatever, but it's perfect.
That's the thing. Your birthday falls into a working day.
Oh, so you don't have to rub it in now.
I
Anyways,
will,
even
though.
if it falls into a working
I will.
day,
You've
it's still
been
going to an amazing
Okay.
day.
All right, that's the thing. Happy Workers' Day in advance to all Nigerian workers, including us right here in the studio.
Yes, because we are working as we speak, and we'll be here tomorrow. So,
Of course.
I mean,
It's going to be a special time out because we're going to talk about the plight of the Nigerian workers and what we need to be looking out for in engendering productivity towards general nation building and economic development for the country.
that's right.
All right, moving forward on our stories this morning. Tension rises in Benue as residents raise alarm over influx of armed headsmen. All right, the story has it that residents of Logo local government area in Benue State have raised alarm over what they describe as a heavy influx of armed Fulani herdsmen into the Gambe Tiv axis, a development that is reportedly heightening tension across the affected communities. Locals say the movement of the herders, who are said to be accompanied by large numbers of cattle, has created fear and uncertainty among residents, many of whom depend on farming for their livelihoods. The situation, they warn, could escalate if urgent steps are not taken. A community source who spoke on Wednesday on condition of anonymity described the development as troubling and potentially dangerous. The influx of these armed men into our communities is worrisome. People are living in fear because we do not know what could happen next, he said. According to residents, the presence of armed individuals in the area has disrupted normal daily activities, with many farmers reportedly avoiding their farmlands due to safety concerns. These, they say, could have serious implications for food production in the area.
You see, Benue State has long, experienced these farmer herder clashes every now and then, and I feel like the fact that the residents are already raising alarm, this warning could prevent any further escalation. And I just feel like security, that's members of the armed forces, should just do what it takes to make sure that there will not be any heightened tension in the region, because we don't want to hear about any nonsense. And this one, they're even saying they are even armed. Because we know the root causes of this thing. We're seeing ethnic tension, we're seeing farming, land use rights, and everything else. I just feel like the government should just do something so that they just keep this at bay. Maybe give them a particular place to maybe graze for their
The thing is actually it still beats my imagination that we are still talking about people carrying cows and moving from one community to another in the name of open grazing. Because they are nomads now, for crying out loud. This is 21st century. Sometimes like these things happen in this country.
They should give them a particular area, and then the police should follow it.
Really,
up with
things happen in this
policies.
country has a way of beating imaginations. And somebody say that sometimes if they explain happenings in the country to you in Nigeria to you, and you understand it, they didn't explain it very well. Like,
but
if they
true.
explain it and you
just that
understand
we normalize
it,
so many things here,
they
but it's
didn't
not
explain,
supposed
because
to be normal.
Benue State, as we know, has always been hotbed of farmer
Yeah.
headers clash. We call it farmer headers clash. Let's just go on with the narrative of farmer headers clash, but we know exactly what's going on. People's farms being invaded, people's community being incessantly ransacked by suspected armed headers. Nobody has
people
ever
being
been
killed.
arrested. Nobody has ever been prosecuted, and no concerted effort. You see, concerted effort, I mean no logical effort. Effort
being
based
on
on
ground
logic
to nip this in the
to
bud.
nip this in the bud, to say, okay, see, this is a country, for crying out loud. We're not even the largest producers of, we're not even the large. We don't have the largest heads of cows in the world. That's the funny thing. Esther. It's quite disheartening, but it's well. I just hope that it doesn't snowball, and that the community has raised the alarm.
Yes.
It's now left for the government to do the needful.
To put the appropriate measures in place. That's right. Anyways, moving forward this morning, we see that 12 Chibok girls set to graduate from Yola Varsity. The story has it that 12 years after the 276 schoolgirls were abducted from Government Girls Secondary School, Chibok, Borno State, by Boko Haram militants, 12 of the survivors are set to graduate from the American University of Nigeria, Yola. Addressing journalists on Wednesday on the university campus, the president of AUN, Professor Dwayne Fraser, described the graduation of the Chibok survivors as a global success story. The graduation of several students who were formerly held captive in the Sambisa forest symbolizes more than academic achievement. It is a global testament to resilience, hope, and indomitable human spirit. Their journey from captivity to university degree has captured worldwide attention as a victory over adversity, he said. Frazier said the milestone validated AUN's mission as a development-focused institution and demonstrated that it is possible to bridge the gap between trauma and higher education success. These graduates now stand as beacons of light for the Northeast and the world. Their success sends a powerful message that education is the most proven tool for healing and transformation, capable of reclaiming lives and building a brighter, more secure future for Nigeria. He also commended the Federal Ministry of Women Affairs for sponsoring the girls' education at the university. A total of 276 girls were abducted on April 14th, 2014, while 57 escaped on the night of the attack. Many others have been released or escaped over the years. More than 80 remain unaccounted for as of recent reports. The incident also triggered the global hashtag Bring Back Our Girls campaign. This is commendable.
It
shows resilience, and I'm so proud of those 12 young women out there. I'm sure they're going to go on to do great things. I mean, despite the traumatic experience of being in in captivity by these militants, they came out, they went to school, and now they're graduating. I'm proud of them, and I'm feeling sad because they're still 80 that are still unaccounted for, and it feels like everybody has grown silent. I think we took a headline about this last week, and I feel like there's need for these people. They should keep trying to find them, to know where they were between 2014, 12 years ago.
It's quite unfortunate.
Well, congratulations to them, and I know they're going to move on to do greater things.
All right, next story: court orders hanging of 2 robbers in Ekiti. Story has it that at the Ekiti State High Court sitting in Ado Ekiti on Wednesday sentenced 2 men to death by hanging for armed robbery. The defendants Ojo Olasukami, 31, and Obamboyegun Dele, 31, were arraigned on January 31, 2020, alongside Adewale David, 36, who died during the pendency of the case. They faced 6 counts bordering on conspiracy and armed robbery as amended on March 25, 2025. The charge stated that the defendants, armed with guns and axes, conspired to commit armed robbery on August 11, 2018 at Ogangamudu off Ibole Road, Ido Ekiti, on the same day and at the same location. They robbed several people of their belongings, including phones, a Toyota Sienna Spaceballs, a DVD player, and various sums of cash. The prosecution said the offenses were contrary to Section 6B and 1 subsection 2A of the Robbery and Firearms Special Provisions Act, Cap Aro 11, Volume 14, Laws of the Federation of Nigeria 2004. In her testimony, one of the victims, Bosode Ojo, gave a graphic account of the incident. She said the robbery occurred around 1 a.m. when the assailants impersonated NDLEA officers and ordered the victims to open the gate. When they refused, the robbers scaled the fence, broke the burglary proof, and robbed the occupants of their valuables. She added, "We reported the incident at the police station the following day." The prosecutor, O.B. Oyeleso, called 9 witnesses and tendered the defendant's statements: 1 black axe, 15 SIM cards, phones, a Toyota Sienna Spaceballs, photographs, and other items as exhibits. The defendants, who testified in their own defense through their counsel Obeyemi Ogunremi and Marcos Oluwatoyin, called no witnesses. In his judgment, Justice Bamidele Omotosho resolved all issues in favor of the prosecution and held accordingly the defendants are convicted as charged. For conspiracy and armed robbery, the sentence of this court is that the defendants Ojo Tosin Olasukami and Obamoyegun Dele be hanged by the neck until they are dead. May God have mercy on your souls.
Wow, this is a strong one. I think this is justice being served, even though this is the first time I'm hearing this is quite, I don't know, for me it's quite harsh, but this is justice being served.
May God, I will just join the judge to say, may
yes.
God have mercy on their
May
soul.
God have mercy. And then to any criminal out there listening to me right now, this should serve as a strong deterrent. I wish the judiciary will keep being strong when it comes to delivering their judgment in cases like this one.
Yeah,
I
and
think
for
this
every
is
criminal
important.
out there, let me just join you to say that listening to this pretty lady's voice, your time will come. And when your time comes, the judge will also tell you, may God have mercy on your soul.
Don't wait for your time to come. Shall change and turning you.
If you like, change.
And
If you
then-
like, don't change.
Well, the ball is in your court.
Finally, it's in your court. No, it's actually begging you to do.
Oh well, moving forward this morning, crude oil nears $120 per barrel amidst escalating Middle East tensions. The story has it that global crude oil prices are edging close to the $120 per barrel mark as renewed tensions in the Middle East disrupt supply expectations and rattle energy markets, raising fresh concerns for fuel prices. Benchmark crude, including Brent crude, has surged sharply in recent days amid fears of supply constraints linked to geopolitical instability in the Middle East, fueled by the US-Iran war. The US has continued to seek to pile pressure on Iran with a naval blockade outside the Strait of Hormuz, even as the Trump administration insists that the blockade is yielding results and will not be lifted anytime soon. While surviving IRGC leaders are trapped like drowning rats in a sewage pipe, Iran's creaking oil industry is starting to shut down in production thanks to the U.S. blockade, U.S. Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent said in a post on X. Pumping will soon collapse. Gasoline shortages in Iran next, Bessent added. In another post, the secretary wrote that Karg Island, Iran's primary oil export terminal, is soon nearing storage capacity, which will force the regime to reduce oil production, resulting in an additional approximately $170 million per day in lost revenue and causing permanent damage to Iran's oil infrastructure. Analysts warn that if tension persists, prices could climb even higher, compounding inflationary pressures worldwide. For Nigeria, the development presents a paradox. As Africa's largest oil producer, high crude prices typically translate to increased government revenue and improved foreign exchange inflows. This means that while the government may earn more from crude oil exports, ordinary Nigerians are likely to face higher fuel prices and rising living costs. Since the commencement of the Iran war, prices of premium motor spirits, also known as petroleum, have tripled, with a litre now sold as 1,245 naira to 1,315 naira, thereby increasing transport cost. Chike, give me your 2 cents on this.
Yeah, it's obvious that the ongoing conflict in the Middle East, Iran, US, and Israeli war is actually affecting every single thing when it comes to oil. And then certainly we'll be the first to hit because we've refused to do the right thing over the years. Our oil infrastructure is dead. Corruption, it's just riddled with corruption, and then we can't even there's nothing to show for how many years now, close to 60 years, 60 something years of oil exploration in Nigeria. So it certainly affects us. So $100 something is normal thing that happens when there's major conflict in the world, especially when major conflict in the region that is practically controlling the energy sector in the world.
Right.
So,
right.
And then it's unfortunate that we as a country who are supposed to be benefiting from this is actually suffering from this.
It's crazy because we are going to be cooked. Okay, let me just bring it down.
No, we are not actually going to be. We are cooked.
We are cooked already.
Okay,
cooked. I was asking a friend who studies at Madonna University, Port Harcourt. She said that, on campus, that the price of kerosene is 4K. This ever can or whatever. 2,000 naira per barrel per bottle. And then we used to get it at 1.2 before. 1.4, like highest. But now 2,000, we are cooked. Everybody's going to feel this heat. And then they say in Nigeria, we have the largest oil exporting kiniko. And then we're not seeing anything on ground.
The funny thing now, because the thing is, every single thing we do in this country is quite dependent on fuel. For
That's
example,
true.
there's no light. There's epileptic power supply. So people needs to fuel their generator for them to supply energy in their homes. And you see, you're buying fuel for your car, you're buying fuel for your generator.
Correct. Your
It's crazy.
businesses too. Many
It's crazy,
businesses
actually.
need electricity to work, and
I just hope Nigerians realize the quagmire we are in at the moment.
I think
And
we
then-
all do.
No,
I think we all do.
realize
The only thing that we've
realize
gotten-
exactly what that we are cooked, and then wake up from this defeatist mindset that see, I'm not defeated. I can fix this. So we can say
And
enough
stop
is
accepting
enough.
anything as it goes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
As election is coming around the corner, we say, yeah, you caused this, you are not going back, and we ensure that you don't go back.
You well spoken, Chike.
All right, last story this morning. Iran officials leave Canada before FIFA Congress over airport insult reports. All right, the story has it that the top Iranian football officials have left Canada before the start of the FIFA Congress because of the behavior of officials during immigration checks at Toronto's International Airport. Iranian media reported Wednesday. Iran's Football Federation President and Deputy Secretary General returned to Turkey on the first flight due to the inappropriate behavior of the immigration officials at the airport and the insult to one of the most honorable organs of the Iranian armed forces, several outlets reported without providing further details. In 2024, Canada designated Iran's Revolutionary Guards a terror group, barring its members from entering the country. The Iranian report said the officials had traveled to Canada with official visas before turning around. Canada is co-hosting the 2026 World Cup with the United States and Mexico, while FIFA's Congress is to be held in Vancouver this week. Fears have risen about the Iranian team's attendance because of the Middle East war that began on February 28 with a massive wave of U.S.-Israel attacks. U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio insisted last week that Iran's footballers would be welcome at the global spectacle. But he warned that the United States may yet bar entry to members of the Iranian delegation it judged to have ties to the Revolutionary Guard, which is also designated a terrorist organization by Washington and several other governments. No one from the U.S. has told them they can't come, Rubio said. The Iranian Football Federation, FFIRI, had said in April it was negotiating with FIFA to relocate the country's World Cup matches from the United States to Mexico. But FIFA President Gianni Infantino told AFP last month that Iran would be at the World Cup and that they will play where they are supposed to be according to the draw. The FIFA chief retreated the stance in Washington earlier this month.
I'm not even surprised. Of course, diplomatic tensions will arise because of the war in the Middle East and all that, of course, especially between Iran and other Western countries. But I just feel like there's one beautiful thing about football. Football has this ability to bring
To
people
unite,
together,
right?
unite people, yeah. So I just feel like this could be good for, maybe to reduce tensions, and let's just see how FIFA will be. I think the last time Iran appeared in the World Cup was 2022, and it would be nice to see them come again and play, despite whatever is happening between United States of America and Iran. So,
Yeah, of course. We just want to see the beauty of the game and not saying it shrouded with the dirty politics of the world.
No, that's right. So diplomatic measures has to be taken. And that's all we have for today. We've taken you all on our top 10 stories, the weather report, and of course the morning chart. I hope you had fun during the time you spent with us. But now we'll have to say goodbye. But of course we'll be seeing you tomorrow. So just take care. Have a nice day. Just have an amazing close to the month of April. And we'll see you in the month of May. Take care, guys.
Bye-bye.
Bye.